Hi, Luke. Hope you're well. You had a lot of time being stuck indoors before the NHL got back up with, Jack and Quinn. What was that experience like there? And then just as a second question, how much once you found out the Devils were picking in, the top four area, has Jack been in your ear about the possibility of you two playing together?
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with the first question, but I think quarantine was, unbelievable for me to just hang out with my brothers for, Jack was at my house for like 9 months, so just to spend time with him, we probably won't have that time together as a family, ever again. So, that was awesome just to train with them in the summer and live with them and watch hockey together. So that was awesome. And then, as far as where the Devils are picking, yeah, it would be unbelievable to go to the Devils. I think my brother clearly wants me to be there. It'd be super cool to play with him, and I'd love that. But at the same time, there's 32 great teams out there, and I'd be happy to go to any one of those teams. So.
Thanks, Neil. Next question comes from Gemma Karstens-Smith. Go ahead, Gemma.
Hi, Luke. Wondering what you can tell us about what you've learned from your brothers about this whole draft process and the process of coming into the NHL.
Yeah, I think they kind of taught me going into the year that you got to be ready for everything, and you got to stay level-minded, and you can't get too high or low going through the year. And I think that really applies to me this year because with all the COVID implications and getting shut down and quarantined at numerous times throughout the year, I think you got to stay level-headed, and you can't be too high and too low. So that was one big piece of advice they gave me throughout the draft year. So.
Thanks, Gemma. Next question comes from Chris Peters. Go ahead, Chris.
Thanks, John. Hey, Luke, just wanted to get a quick status update from you. How are you doing since the injury? Where are you at in your rehab process? And are you going to be able to play at the World Junior Camp? And I mean, I know it had to be tough missing the under 18s, but what have you kind of been doing to kind of build off of this extra time now that you had to stay off the ice for a bit?
Yeah, I'll be attending camp. I've been skating for 5 weeks now. I've been working out for like 8 or 9, so I feel really good. I'm almost 100%, just trying to get my timing and stuff back, and finished rehab, and there's no problem with the toe. It feels great, and I'll be ready to go. So.
Thanks, Chris. Next question comes from Lance Lysowski. Go ahead, Lance.
Hi, Luke. In a lot of ways, it can be, more tricky for a defenseman to reach their potential in the National Hockey League. It could take more time, even a guy like Victor Hedman. So just based on your conversations with Quinn, I mean, what has he told you to, really help you prepare yourself to when the time comes for you to play in the league, that it could sort of help the transition a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we really talked about it. I think, me just watching him transition into the National Hockey League, I think that's, kind of showing me what's going on. And, I think one area he kind of told me or showed me is, it's a man's league, and, you got to be super strong and ready to go to, play in the league. So that was kind of one area where him and my brother Jack showed me, to be able to transition from either college or, the AHL to the NHL. So.
Thank you, Lance. Next question comes from Amanda Stein. Go ahead, Amanda. Can't hear you, Amanda.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
There we go. All right. Luke, I was just wondering if you've had any talks with the Devils and what that's sort of like, because you're very familiar with the team because of your brother. You've been to the arena to see your brother play, and maybe what sort of things they were asking you.
Yeah, I mean, I think, all the teams kind of ask the same questions, just trying to get to know you, get inside your head a little bit. And, I've talked to the Devils a couple times, and, I think they've been pretty good conversations. And, I don't know if I'll, tell you anything about, what those conversations were about. But, I've been to the rink. I know the franchise pretty well. Jack loves it in New Jersey, and, it's a really cool rink, really cool fan base. So, that would be certainly exciting. But like I said, there's 32 great teams out there.
Thank you, Amanda. Let's go to Kevin Allen. Go ahead, Kevin.
Hi, can you hear me now?
We got you, Kev.
Yay, finally, I figured it out. Luke, I wondered if you could, I've read so many scouting reports about you, but I wonder if you could describe your own game. Talk about what you think your strengths are at your position.
Yeah, I mean, I think describing my own game, I can play in all situations. I can play the power play. I can play the PK. I can defend the cycle, defend the rush, defend that front. I'm really poised with the puck in my transition game. And then, I think a big part of my game is my exits and entries. My exits out of the D zone and entries into the offensive zone. And then in the offensive zone, I think I'm pretty deceptive with the puck, and I try to make things happen in there. So that's a little bit about my game. And I think my three biggest strengths are my hockey sense, my skating, and my compete level.
Thanks, Kevin. Next question is from Mark Scheig. Go ahead, Mark.
Scout, who's the better brother between Jack and Quinn? And then also, why did you want to become a defenseman ultimately?
Yeah, I don't know if I can answer that. I think both my brothers are, really good players, and all three of us are going to be really good players when it's all said and done. So, it's not fair for me to answer that question. But, sorry, what was the second part of that question?
Sorry, Luke. I wasn't paying attention either. That's all right. We'll come back to it. That's not on you. Let's go to Mike Moriarty, NHL. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I remember it. It was my brother Quinn transitioned. Kind of at the same age. We were both centers, and then I think our Bantam year, when we were 13 years old, we transitioned to D. So I kind of saw him do it, and we were really similar players back then. So that's when I changed.
Let's go to Mike Moriarty. One question at a time, Mike.
Thanks, John. Luke, who's your favorite current or former NHL player to watch, and what qualities does that player possess that you might try to incorporate into your game?
Yeah, I think, obviously my two favorite players to watch are my brothers. Growing up, it was, Sidney Crosby and Patrick Kane, but, I don't really know if I can take things out of their game right now as a defenseman. So, two comparables that I have, or two guys I like to watch, is one, Miro Heiskanen from Dallas. The way he skates and his size and how he uses his stick to his advantage. And then the other one, Shea Theodore, how deceptive he is on the blue line, how, both guys can play the left side and the right side. So those are two guys I kind of compare to or like to watch.
Thanks, Michael. Next question comes from Ansar Khan. Go ahead, Ansar.
Yeah, hi, Luke. How much are you looking forward to your experience at Michigan, and what do you hope to take out of that in terms of your areas of growth?
Yeah, I'm super excited to go into Michigan. I think you guys know we're gonna have a really good team next year, and hopefully we can go pretty far and try to win it all. So, I'm super excited for my time there. I think, watching my brother Quinn go through it, and how much he grew, as a player, but more as a person, just to meet really smart people there, and longtime friends. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really excited to it. So.
Thanks, Ansar. Take a few more. Let's go to Paul Hamilton. Go ahead, Paul. Paul, I think you're muted. There you go.
Listening to you talk about yourself, it sounds like you have a lot of qualities that are like Quinn's, but how are you different as a defenseman maybe from Quinn? How do you guys differ?
Yeah, I think, one area we're pretty different is I'm 6'2", and, so I kind of have that size. I can PK too. So those are two kind of areas where we differ, I guess. So.
Thanks, Paul. Take two more. Let's go to Bailey Johnson. Go ahead, Bailey.
Hey, Luke. Just wondering where you would define the biggest areas of improvement you're looking to make in your game.
Yeah, I think every year you're trying to get better at something, but, right now I'm trying to just work on all aspects of my game so I can dominate the next levels, and, just trying to get better at everything, trying to get bigger, stronger, faster. I think one area I'm, trying to really focus on right now is my scoring. I think, if I can score more goals, I can impact more games. So, You know, I mean, I had a ton of chances to score this year, and you know, that's kind of one area. But I mean, you're trying to work on all aspects of your game. So.
Thanks, Bailey. And we'll take one more. Chris Faber. Go ahead, Chris.
Luke, just wanted to ask, we've heard from a lot of prospects today that, you know, a lot of friends of theirs going to the NHL, what they're able to learn from them. But you got two brothers in the NHL, you know, to steal the Vin Diesel meme that's going around, you got family there. I'm just curious, what advantage do you kind of have with family being in the NHL compared to, you know, just friends or teammates that you've had? I mean, you can ask them literally anything.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you can ask them anything. You know, I watch most of my brother's games. You know, every time they're playing and I'm not, I'm usually watching them. So, you know, I mean, we talk a lot and talk about plays and, you know, little areas, what you can do and what you can't do. So, you know, I think that's huge for me, and, you know, it's a really good tool that I use a lot. So, you know, and another thing is, you know, I mean, I skate with them in the summer, train with them. So, you know, I think, you know, our pro group is really good, and, you know, to skate with them and battle against them every day. So, you know, I think that's huge for me.
Thanks, Chris. Well, Luke, thanks for joining us today. We, you know, we had trouble getting connected and stuff, but it was well worth it. Congratulations on how far you've come, and we can't wait to see you playing in the NHL.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.